Start the recording, start the streaming. Not much of a secret recording, I suppose, but here we are for the second stream of June. Technically the third, because we had a catch-up stream for May and June. But yeah, it's only the second stream because I have not had time every other weekend. So today is going to be a catch-up drawing stream, essentially, where we're gonna finish off this thumbnail art, and if we have a bit of time afterwards, then we'll do a bit of blueprints, but I'm not counting on it because I don't think this will be something I can knock out in 2 hours or fewer, but we will try, is what I'll say. I mean, maybe it's plausible because the background's actually quite simple, but we'll see. I'm gonna put, okay, so today's itinerary, drawing and blueprints if we have time. So, let's not dilly-dally. Let's just sort of, honestly, get straight into it. So, we'll let people trickle in as they wish or as they not wish. I don't know why I said that so weirdly, but yeah, so we're doing this bridal themed 2025 June 1, and I want to get rid of the shading because I don't know why I call this a line art layer. It's not a line art layer, it's a sketch layer. Get rid of the text, get rid of the references for now, and get rid of this color thing. What I wanted to do and change, I'm gonna absolutely sneeze in like any second now. Hold on, I can feel it. A tissue is I wanted to change for some, what the heck is it? So I'm using a polygon tool. Dee's head is absolutely massive in this, or Dee's forehead is massive in this for some reason. So I wanted to change it ever so slightly. I don't know a good way of doing that though. Probably we do this, select a clothing layer, make it larger but thinner. Sort of bring it down a tiny amount, and then I'll probably smooth out this curve just un poco. Because it feels like a little much, is probably how I describe it. I think maybe also this is too far out now I'm looking at it. I think that's kind of contributing. And then we can sort of smooth it out a bit. Actually, probably what's happened is it's actually probably not rotated enough. Because it's like way too human ahead, right? That's kind of what I was thinking when I was looking at this. It doesn't look particularly animal-like enough. So maybe I'll just bring out his nose a tiny bit. Nunward, hello dearest darling of them all going well? Absolutely, you know me. We're chilling, we're relaxing, we're having a great time. How about yourself, Nunward? I will say, it's in the UK, the weather is pretty hot. We're getting to the hot summer months, and I'm dying. So, which I guess kind of runs contrast to the fact I've just said everything is absolutely dandy, but so be it. I'm not actually dying, but it is pretty hot. Like, why is this head so long? What have I been doing? Okay, there we go. I think the proportions like that work a bit better. Maybe. It's a bit hard to tell. Oh well, we'll just sort of... we're a bit same. You know, we're all in this boat together, in the infamous words of High School Musical. It's, you know, I'm very much someone who prefers the cold to the heat. So I probably keep looking away from my microphone. Because I need, I need like a better way to set up my thing so I can actually see my keyboard while still having my drawing be accessible to me. If anything, I should get one of those trays underneath my desk or something. Or I guess I could raise my tablet up, but then it moves around too much. When you consider 26 degrees Celsius a chill day when the summer is rough. Absolutely, my word. I will say, very fortunately for me, is that the hottest, I think, day we had in summer thus far in the UK is was like last Sunday, I think, right? And it was like 30-something degrees, which I thankfully managed to avoid because I went up to Glasgow, and even then it was like 20-something degrees, and I was like, this is insane. That Scotland is this hot. But what can you do about it? Climate change and all that. Not to put a damper on things immediately at the start of a stream. Does that look right? That looks about right. I think maybe this now should be rotated up a bit. I think his eyebrows now too low. It's really hard to tell. This is a weird perspective. Anyway, but we'll survive. I've had a decent amount of ice cream. Not today, but like over the time. I'm not sure what sort of line art I want to do with this. I feel like I want to do something smooth and dreamy, so I'll do maybe a watercolor one. Watery? Smooth watercolor. That doesn't look smooth in the slightest. Thin gouache brush. Sure, let's roll with this. 42 degrees Celsius in Tokyo once. That is insane. I feel like Tokyo is also crazy as well because of how many buildings there are. Although, to be fair, Tokyo has a decent amount of AC from what I remember. So, I guess could be worse. Because it's sort of like, I don't know, it's like a theoretical question. Would you rather like 40 degrees with AC, or would you rather 30 degrees without AC? Honestly, I probably would go with a... Actually, would I go with 40 with AC? I don't know, that's pretty hot. But AC really is like a lifesaver. So it's hard to say. Ugh, why doesn't this look right? Maybe just decrease the smile a bit. I think his eye's now too small now, look at it. Maybe this eye's just too big. I can deal with 30 degrees C, but the AC will not save you when you have to go places. Honestly, very fair. It's, you know, if it's a weekend and you can just sort of stay in bed all day, well, not in bed, stay in front of the AC all day, then fair enough. But yeah, actually going to places like society expects you to do for some reason, awful. I'm not sure what the hottest I've had, temperature I've experienced is. I'm not sure if no, I must have had 40 at some point in China or something, but I honestly can't remember. I do remember a particularly hot day though in China where it also rained. That was like wild, like having like warm rain. Just like that. To my British sensibilities, I was like, this is unnatural. What is going on? I didn't know how to respond. But it was strangely like a breath of fresh air. Anyway, if it isn't clear enough, I'm not a huge fan of hot weather. Much prefer the cold. But if you prefer warm weather, then fair enough. I can see why you would. Not as in like you specifically, non-word, but more like a in general, if one would prefer hot weather. Okay. Rain makes it worse. It does not get colder, just 99.9% humidity. Yeah, humidity and heat is awful. Dry heat is one thing. Wet heat is another. Sounds like a Sabrina Carpenter song when I say it like that. Dry heat is one thing and wet heat's another. Oh man, why did I put so many flowers in this design? I just looked at the drawing I have up here and I'm like, I don't want to draw that. We can make it simpler probably. Let's do very simple flowery shapes. I don't think we need to do anything particularly complicated here. After all, the scope is meant to be something which can be done in 4 hours, so. We'll just pretend these are like, I don't know, peonies? I don't even know what flower would look like this. Is there any place which has weather crazy enough that it would snow with like 20 degrees heat? Or something? Like, what is the hottest recorded temperature in history where it also snowed in the same area? That's what I want to know. I don't even know how confused I would feel in that sort of weather. I know, like, meteorologically, it's not actually probably possible, because I think you actually would need, by necessity, you would need the cold weather for the snow to actually form. But, you know, maybe like flash heat wave or something. The world is a wild and wonderful place in so many ways. But it would not surprise me if it's happened at least once somewhere before. Actually, no, I think it would surprise me. But, you know, I'm just sort of throwing a question out to the gallery. Mother Nature herself, challenging her. Seeing if she's willing to go that far. But yes. I shouldn't dwell on the hot heat forever. Otherwise I'm just going to be like, that's all I'm going to talk about, and then we're just going to complain for the entire stream, which, you know, it's fine. Very British, I suppose. Complaining about the weather, but, you know, we can do more. Not like more complaining, I mean like more talking about other things. It's my own self-fulfilling prophecy. I think we'll just put one petal here. Okay, there we go. That's probably like too many small flowers, I would think, but... Oh, what have we done here? Bows? This does look like a bow I've done here. Do I want this sort of bow or do I want this sort of bow? No, I think we want this sort of bow. How it stays up, I wouldn't even dare to know. Should we do this? Fill up the gap with flowers, put the lace bows in, which you can't really see. At least now there are 2 ways in Britain to get a tan. Before it was just tanning in the rain. But then you can feel the rain on your skin. No one else can feel it for you. Only you can let it in. Get a tan, get a tan. What on earth is this? Oh, these are probably floral earrings, right? Okay, we can work with that. I don't know what flower this is, but this is a fun one. Let's remove the center there. You know, oh gosh, what am I doing? On days like these, you wish for the British rain to come back, the April showers. It's a line from the Beatles songs. If the sun don't come, you get a tan from standing in the English rain. You know what? Fair enough. You may have been like, oh, you know, DeerDarling would get that reference. Beatles, very British band, very popular. I don't really know much about the Beatles songs, to be honest. I know some of the songs. Yellow Submarine. No, not Roxanne. Wait, is Roxanne Beatles? I don't even know. No, I don't think so. What song am I thinking of? What song is like someone's name from the Beatles? I know we talked about music before because I think I made the same joke, fair enough. Unfortunately, any Beatles references will probably be lost on me because I don't really know their repertoire very well. You know, I guess, you know, not to say that they aren't timeless or anything, but it's also simultaneously in almost like a different generation. And I just don't even know popular music that well. You can preface everything and be like, this is a Beatles reference. By the way, I wanted to ask you about the YouTube thumbnail smash up I keep seeing in Discord. Could you give a close up of that? Oh, the current Animal Crossing one. I can open, you can see the... You can see today's one, which I've only just recorded. Boom. This is currently all the items on it. I didn't expect it to go on this long again. But this is basically, it's a placeholder thumbnail art. Because I didn't finish the actual thumbnail art in time. And now it's sort of like, I've delayed it even further and further. Because now the deadline's gone. I'm just like, It's quite a commitment to basically work on like a thumbnail art which takes like 30 hours to complete. So because I missed the anniversary date of when normally I switch it over, I've been using these temporary ones to sort of bide the time. But now it's like it's gone on like way too long. It happened last year as well, where it just went on super, super long. And it's, you know, me missing it initially is, I mean, technically it's all of my own accord, all due to my own mismanagement, but at the same time, it's like sort of like, I didn't expect to be as busy as I was. So yeah, it's getting a little bit ridiculous. And I wanted to try and finish it, hello Radian. I wanted to try and finish it before July started, because that's when Art Fight starts, but I have yet to. But it might be close-ish. Might be plausible. That ear is way too big, what on earth? Hold on. Bust out a refined sketch again. How big should the ear be? Probably like this big. That's a bit of a whatchamacallit, a tangent with the edge of a box. So let's bring it down, I think, a bit. I also think this ear might be a bit too big. Now I'm looking at it. Probably want to do this. Because usually I do something like this to actually at least show like the muscular structure or whatever, how it is attached. We'll be joining you doing some art fight art right now. Wonderful. I assume preparatory work, not actual art fight attacks. Unless you're looking to break the rules. Tusk, tusk, tusk. But no, well, what are you doing? Are you doing reference sheets? Prep, of course. Wonderful. Yeah, the character I showed you yesterday, finally getting the character down. Oh, nice. The object head character, right? Yeah, lovely. Can't wait to see him. I was thinking that maybe I should like expand my character bios or whatever on Artfight, just so there's more description, but I also like the fact they're quite small and short. It leaves a lot up to the artist to interpret how they want to do things. Want more poses, pots and outfits? Yeah, absolutely. Rock on. time long, eventually. Eventually. You've only got a couple of days to do so. What else is happening? Everything is Fine Season 4 is coming out today, which I think is a lot of fun. One character at a time. Yeah, when? I don't know. I don't know at all. It just supposedly is today. Also, now look at it, this is a bit of a weird earring. Does that like, wait, would the ear fluff go in front or behind the earring? I think probably in front, now I think about it. Where's the artist from? South Korea, I think? Don't quote me on that, 'cause I'm not entirely sure. Okay, we do this. Do that. We get to do the very sort of scratchy style eyelash, which I find is quite a bit of fun. Perhaps a bit too big on this side, isn't it? Let's skew it down. Actually, which way do I want to do earrings? Eyelashes, I'll do them this way. Oh, that's not how eyebrows work. Do I want to do tears with line art or tears not with line art? I think I'll do them with line art. Oh my god, I muted myself. Whoops. I've got to unmute myself, but that's okay. I was saying that South Korean creators on a roll at the moment, and by on a roll I mean I was literally thinking of Everything Is Fine, and also Squid Game Season 3 has come out. I don't know how I'm going to do this dress. This dress is going to be a nightmare. Yeah, reminds me, gotta mention to parents about Netflix, see if I can upgrade. Yeah, go for it. You got to. See, I would say Squid Game Season 3. It's very, mixed reviews is what I've seen from people online, but I quite liked it, to be honest. I have already watched it, I'm sorry to say, as well, so I could discuss it with my sister, but... Came out yesterday. Came out on Friday. But I did watch the... I was like... I even spoke about it afterwards. I was like, whoa, this is like the first time in a while which I've like binged something. And when I thought about it, it's like, what counts as binging? Because I split it like, I think it was about 3.5 episodes one day, 2.5 the next. Is that a binge? Maybe. I don't know. Oh my god, what on earth is this design? Maybe I should make it more ribbon-like. I don't know, this is... We'll keep at this. I mean, it's all going to be white anyway, so it doesn't really matter. I'm not sure what we're going to do at this side. I'll think about it when we get to it. You probably sister watch series I watch. How have I done it over here? Maybe I need to spread these out more. Tend to watch party here, or with others, eh? Yeah, absolutely. I'll probably still join for them. I think it was a good time. Oh no, I've done it way too straight here. Maybe I should start with putting the... I don't know what the centers of the flowers are called down. No, I should put them closer. I think that looks okay. What is going on here? I think these are lace patterns, so perhaps we'll leave that till afterwards. Big flowery bouquet, but it's going to be quite a nightmare to do. So this is foreshortening. What on earth is happening here? Too much of this seems too annoyingly difficult to do. I forgot to put fluff on her shoulders. Maybe this loop is... It's fine like that. Maybe let's just do it like that. Keep the ribbon motif. I think this necklace, I also have done it slightly off center. I think his eye also needs to be a bit bigger. I'm looking at it. What else can we talk about? Oh god. I'm not sure. What's been happening recently? Of note, of interest. I don't even know what this is I've drawn here. Oh, it's probably a corsage. Okay, let's do the hand first then. They're quite rounded nails actually. I think I always do the sort of sharp, oh my gosh, sharp nails, but even I don't really wear the sharp nails, to be honest. Don't even have fake nails. How does... okay. It's like, how does this anatomically work? I don't know if you can hear that. Sounds like some people outside are having a very wild time. It's her cheering out in the streets. Celebration. Jubilations, one might say. Okay, how is this gonna work? Is this where we put the corsage in? No, hold on. I need to look at my own hand now and try and figure out this pose. Okay, and I don't have something to go around my wrist. Ugh. Okay. I think it'll be like this. Would I put the thumb behind? Looks like I put it in front here, but I think it would make more sense behind. Sort of even it out. Oh yeah, draw the ring. I guess we should keep up the heart motif. I just wonder if it would look a bit tacky. No, let's keep it as the regular diamond shape. Typical, yes, but... I suppose it's typical for a reason, isn't it? I don't know why I've done such a thick band as well. We can make it thinner. Okay, wonderful. I don't want to create a tangent, so I'm gonna push it out even further, probably with this finger. Just so we don't create a crazy tangent or anything like that. Readability. Corsage. We'll have wrap around like that. Can't really see most of it from this perspective, that's okay. I think this finger's probably a bit too big. And then, I don't know what this is. Is this a butterfly? I don't think it is, because I haven't done a butterfly motif. It must be a flower. Or maybe it's a bow? I think a flower makes more sense. You could probably do 2 flowers. Stamens coming out. Okay. That looks okay-ish, I think. Probably the most human looking hand I've drawn for a while. I think probably we need the palm as well. Kind of. Oh man, I don't know what it would look like here-ish? That doesn't look right. That kind of looks right. It's this one which looks wrong. I think probably because this is too long. I need to like not a hoof with a giant ring band. Perhaps in a different universe. I need to like match my fingers up with this just to see what this would look like. Okay, it would look like this, which looks so weird in line art, but it will probably look more. Actually, I think it needs to curve up more here. Which looks so weird in light up, it probably makes... Oh no, actually it curves like this. Probably looks better with colour, maybe. That's what I'll tell myself. Okay. So we need to draw this flower bouquet now, which will absolutely suck. As much as I like flowers, drawing them is an absolute pain. Well, okay, drawing line art flowers is an absolute pain. Wait, hold on, it's not how you draw rose petals. I suppose I don't have to do it with line art. I could just do this lineless. Yeah, I'm committed now. I say, having drawn not even one rose yet. probably what I will do is... I'm just trying to think about it. Take shortcuts where necessary. Well, we're going with big simple shapes though. Let's not overcomplicate things. We'll probably just use leaves to hide the shapes in between. Oh, what the heck? Flowers of eternal devotion. I probably should have looked up some other flower meanings to incorporate them into the design if I was to be 100% on the aesthetic. But alas. And plus at least colouring. This should be actually relatively easy because almost everything is going to be the same colour. These almost look like more like carnations, I think, than roses. Let me just draw a big old leaf here in the middle. Oh my gosh. They are screaming out there. Almost sound like a fox. Can't hear them. It's sort of like, I don't know. It's like I hear an echo in the distance. I'm like a rawr. It's kind of, you know what it sounds like? It sounds like a sound effect in a horror movie. Except for this horror movie is taking place at 3 PM in the afternoon on a really hot summer day. People having a pool party? Maybe. I don't know, actually. Hold on. Let me be nosy. Look out the window. I guess it must be, but again, I can't see anyone from my window. So I don't know where it is. They do sound quite far away. I'm just like, I'm surprised how loud it is. It's like echoing through the valley. Which is, if anything, an impressive party to be having. To that sort of extent. Okay, let's put flower bouquet. We'll sort of curve it in. Okay, we'll probably be good with about 4 more flowers. Pool party would be nice though. I don't know if I know anyone with a pool at the moment. I had a friend back in secondary school who did. Well, he had an indoor pool. Which I guess you could have for a pool party, but kind of feels like you need an outdoor one for someone. Getting there. Okay, I think that's good enough. Let's just put these leaves in to finish the framing. Wait, that's not how leaf works. Miss having a pool? Yeah, fair. These hot summer months, certainly appreciated. But alas. Just to get one, gets one of these. That's true. I mean, you could also have your own. Just get like a inflatable kiddie pool or something. Or share it with Chastity, you know? Just put some stray petals in. It would give you impression. There's more under here. Okay, I don't know why I did that so curved when it should be like this. The arm, let me think, it would be like this, right? Okay. So that's D done. Now we need to do a POV of a person. That's gonna be an I don't know how I'm gonna do this veil section. Considered it? Fair enough. I think this does have to be on the same line art layer, doesn't it? Yeah. Gosh, this is gonna be a pain. That's fine. We'll do it on a separate one for now and we'll merge it. So it does mean I'm gonna just end up covering a lot of the things I've ended up drawing, but that's okay. Oh man, this is really confusing. Okay, turn down this opacity. Maybe turn down more. Okay, this is too long. Faux show. I don't even think I sketched this out properly. I don't know what on earth I was doing. That's right, we're sketching out now. That's not a sketching brush. Okay. I don't think you'd see any of the other fingers, probably. Probably just them. Okay. Okay. Doable. Maybe. So it'd be like this. So. So it wouldn't be that long. I don't think this angle will... Okay, no. The focus is on D. So let's just do it like that. Yeah, it's simple. Maybe. probably that might be too big. Where does the shirt go? The shirt all back on that side, so be like this. I really think I'm tempted to show even less of its fun. Just basically have it go off to the side here. It's a comforting reassurance even. This angle probably won't work. Let's. Okay, so that's pinky, that's a forefinger, third finger, second finger. It's a bit wide as well. It's a bit squashed as well. I don't know why I've done it so. This angle's quite difficult. I think that is okay. Keep it. Don't overcomplicate things. I wonder if I should even bother doing this hand. It's gonna block a lot. You know what I should do is probably I should move it outwards. To be more like this. So we don't want to block things. I feel like I'm just drawing my own hand now. I'm just like looking, lining it up. That certainly makes it a lot easier than having to try and figure out everything, huh? It's life size. Actually, wait, maybe I should do the thumb first because it's going to block a lot. Gotta pull them over. These hands are going to make it less ambiguous, right? I use my own hands as reference all the time. You got to. I'm like, I want my hands to be translucent so I can actually draw around them instead of just sort of like holding it up. Especially when I need to undo. I wonder if I should remap one of my pen buttons to undo. Maybe I'd find that useful. Maybe I wouldn't. I don't know. My tablet buttons have undo. Pen buttons I hit by accident too often. That's fair. I don't have any tablet buttons actually on this tablet, so maybe not even worth thinking about all too hard. I want it psychically in my brain. I would just want to think like undo, and it'll be like, okay, undoing. That would be the most convenient. Voice activated. We got Trans Pride picnic this Friday. There's going to be screen printing. Oh, fun. Do you know what you're gonna... You need a Neuralink. Oh no. Do you know what sort of things you'll be printing? Or... Oh gosh, what the heck? Nope, but I guess I'll bring a plain t-shirt. Should be a lot of fun. I don't think I've ever done screen printing before, but... Okay, I do think, now I'm looking at it, maybe this one should be a tiny tad smaller. It does look like this person's hands are really far away. It's like... Nah, well, whatever. Just don't think about it too hard. Okay, any other overlaps? I don't think so. There's actually surprisingly not much overlap. Okay, is that line up done? I think so. The veil will do lineless. Okay. We'll do that afterwards. We need to bring a reference back. Oh my god. A crazy yell out. Echoes. Out of town. I have a while back because I did Textiles GCSE. Oh, Textiles GCSE. That's interesting. Is that like specifically was for textiles, or was it like a sub branch of like design tech or something? And was it fun? Something's off about this pendant. I really think it is in the wrong place. I think it needs to shift over just a touch. Ah! We were at tech school. Makes sense. Sometimes it's getting murdered midday and you're just laughing. I mean, if they are getting murdered, they need to yell with increasing frequency rather than once every 5 minutes. In a way which sounds like a oh. If they are getting murdered, then I apologise. I could have done more. But I didn't. Because I didn't know. Okay, that's fine. Electronics, graphic design, wood tech, food tech. Wow. Do I want to use a thin gauche brush? I guess we in for a penny, in for a pound. That's pretty cool. Do you still have any other stuff you screen printed back then? Probably not if it's in my parents' loft. Maybe my dress and embroidery I did. That's still pretty cool. I think the most we did is we also made t-shirts, but it wasn't a screen printed one. We had to design a t-shirt for our school house and a motto which people had to come up with. And it was my motto which was chosen, which was the definition of victory, which is very cheesy, faux show, but that's what people voted on. I don't know why I remember this, because I also remember some of the other suggestions. My friend made a suggestion putting out all the stops. I don't know what else was suggested. But I also remember I suggested it as the definition of victory. But then the sheet we had didn't allow let me tell if that's sketch then. Maybe? No, let's keep it on for now. Let's just turn it down slightly. Didn't allow enough letters to have the in, so it just became definition of victory, which I felt was like, oh man, that sounds so stilted. Having a the in there just sort of makes it sound a bit better. Anyway. I remember presenting naming the houses when the school admin just named them other stuff. Classic. I don't even remember what ours were named after. Like, I think it was like previous headmasters or something. And the only thing of significance is we had house colours, but then we had like no other theming to go with the houses for some reason. Like, we didn't give us like a house mascot, animal, whatever. Literally just for competitions. We just wear the colour. And the houses break down by sixth form anyway, so. Ours were hills. In primary school, I do remember ours were local rivers. Of which were only 3. But we had 6 of them in secondary school. 6. So many. I think my suggestions were historic industries, which our town are known for. That's nice. Wait, were you part of the creation of the actual houses? Like, they hadn't already existed for like 100 years by the time you started. Wow, look at you. You were part of a conception of your school's history. That's kind of cool. Other body. That's history in the making right there. Penned by yourself. I don't even know why I'm colouring them manually when I can just do line art. It's a thick enough line art brush. Is there a shortcut for like select layer, select outline and fill? Because I feel like there should be. Or maybe I should just make a macro for it. It's got to be one of the most common things. To do. Okay, complicated irises. Yeah, as I said, didn't choose our names even though I had to do a presentation on it. Just picked them. Well, you know, I suppose if it's any consolation, they probably already knew what they wanted, and they were just like, oh, this is a fantastic opportunity for the students to do some work. Think how much I learned about the school history and presenting from it. So I guess I mean say, it was always doomed from the get-go. Oh, that is not the opacity I want. Pupil. Hated our senior head in general, all keeping up appearances and not caring about actual students. Oh. Some people just end up being kind of like that, don't they? Disappointing, I would certainly say, in the education system, but... Oh, God. Okay, quite big pupils. That's probably too big. Yes. Okay. Oh, that's not. I can't use a different brush here. Teachers are great, admin. Great art and English teachers, and psychology teacher and biology teacher are also great. Well, that's good. A great teacher can really shape, well, lots of things, to be honest. There's a real influence, I think. I mean, I don't think that's a very hot take, to be honest, but still. Teacher which cares for your education. It's one which will have the biggest impact on that child's life, that student's life. Because I still remember my maths teacher was a very good teacher. And I'm sure one of the main motivators of me ending up doing maths anyway. We'll come back to the makeup later because I'm not actually sure what makeup will do. The dress will be easy. Look at this. Oh no, I forgot we have to do the pattern. Ah, never mind. Not so easy. Okay, do this. We'll not do pure white. We'll do slightly bluish white. It's probably too blue. Okay, that's probably good. My biology teacher and psychology teachers were also my form teachers too. We used to get in trouble because my form on general didn't like doing a lot of events for the sake of it, and I passed it. Yeah, I can see that happening. Not like specifically because of you. I didn't mean it like that, but there's certainly a lot of students have a general sort of malaise about doing these sort of things. Which is fair. I mean, some of them also feel like tedium work, and you know, when you're a teenager, it's always hard to exactly get that motivation going. Kind of depends on the activity, I suppose. Oh, you're going in for an extra day. Okay, well, that was not what I had in mind. I thought you meant like house competitions or something. Like, oh, we need someone to, I don't know, we're gonna like, I don't even know what I was thinking. Let's mess around or go home. Sports day, we hate it. Oh, that's a shame. Well, a shame in a certain extent, I suppose. Yeah, because it's an extra day is kind of wild. It just replaced one of our school days. So I think everyone was always super hype about it. Like sports day, man. When you're below year, sports day is the hypest thing ever. When the 100-meter sprints come out, everyone's going absolutely wild. Because that's the event of a sports day. Because it's basically just a day of school at that point. Yeah, but it's like, what's the point? I want to go home. I don't know. I guess in my perspective, the alternative, well, I mean, I guess literally the alternative for us is just like a school day. And it's like, well, would you choose a school day or would you choose a... Would you choose an event, I suppose? Do I want this to be white? No, I might as well go home. Alright, fair enough. I mean, if your usual choice for might as well go home would be for any school day, then yeah, fair enough. And actually progress on coursework. Oh, I didn't really have any coursework when I was like in year 8 or whatever. Instead of being forced to do sports. Okay, that's probably the distinction as well. None of us were forced to do actually for sports. It was all voluntary and signed up for. In fact, I think most of the people didn't even do sports. So it was basically a day of just lazing around on the field in summer, chatting with friends. What secondary colour am I going to use of this? Am I going to use red? I feel like I don't want to use red. I'll use it for now, but I'm not sure if I'll stick with it. Something like blue might look nicer here, but red is colour of devotion. What the heck? Oh, where's line art? That's so red. Oh no. Might be too red. Should I use a different colour for each of the flowers, maybe? Is that how we get the rainbow in here? Red, yellow, green, blue? That's an interesting thought. Okay, why don't we do that? Red. I'll use orange for corsage. Yellow. Maybe for the dress. No, we'll do blue for the dress. Purple. We'll do green leaves. Yellow for the earrings. No, let's do yellow for the corsage actually. That's such beautiful party. I don't know. Catching spots, definition of hell. Fair enough. For long distance, being put up against people and selling sports kind of I don't know. Same teachers my mother had 20 years before, so she knew where I needed to do some extra studying to compensate for a bad teacher. My word. Exact same teachers 20 years on is very interesting. Okay, I should not have chose such a mustardy looking yellow. Probably be used what I use for the gold band though. Accessories. Make it paler, probably. Then we do green for the roses. Okay, gotta close the gap a little bit. Okay, gotta close the gap more than that. So most teachers retired when I finished school. I actually think quite a lot of teachers I had retired when I finished as well at the same time. Favorite English teacher left, made made A-level Saki. Psych and art though, good stuff. Okay. So I need to do orange. Blue, purple. I will do... Oh, we could do orange and pink for the accessories, actually. Oh, I did not do the rest of this down here. Wait, am I on accessory? No, accessories layer. Okay. I think I should probably do pastel colours rather than these bright colours. It's probably a bit much. Let's make it pastel. Oh, this one's already kind of pastel-y. I think I should make these red ones as well. Just to decrease the saturation or something. No, wait. Increase luminosity. Okay. And then we'll do blue for this part. Might change the background from what I was going to do before. I don't know. I guess when we get to it. My form tutor was waiting for us to leave to retire. Our biology teacher, because she saw us go from year 7 through. She was cool. She had giant African millipedes and white tree frogs and axolotls, my word. It's an interesting group of, like, pets. Or, like, school pets or, like, personal pets. Either way, very cool. So colouring it again, just do that. Actually, I think this looks better, a bit consistent, but we'll save as pink. Actually, well, no, we should do a gold here, shouldn't we? I think what I want to do is I want to make it a rainbow crystal. That's how we get the rainbow in. Now how we do that I'm not really sure, but probably we do something just like just go around, grab all the colours. I'm not sure it's going to quite work exactly how I was picturing it. Ones that you can leave. Both, I guess. My biology teacher lived in a house with some mould, so she took your essays home to check them and gave them back 2 weeks later. You had to burn them. What? I don't think so. She was just old and had a dripping roof. Poor lady, I've considered getting giant African millipedes. They're kind of cute when we cuddle together, but what they cuddle cute. There's an absolute wild story there. You can't really see the colours. So perhaps what I'd also do is I'll take a stronger round mixing brush and also have a Where's the orange? Up here. What? Oh, that's not right yellow. It's not really looked how I want it to. Maybe I should look up a reference image. Rainbow crystal. Yeah, I should probably just make it more vibrant. Yeah, okay. Let's just make it more vibrant. And I should also probably do it on a different layer. Oh no. Crystal. We'll just do it as a gradient, I think, locked into. I think that makes more sense. Okay, do that. Grab a red. You know, maybe I should make a palette layer. So I don't have to keep going back every single time. Scrolling back and forth to get my rainbow. Oh. Okay, crystal. Oh, let's not forget the purple. And then I'll put a bit of line art on this one. Wait, what do diamonds look like this? There we go. Okay, I think that works. Quite friendly bugs for people scared of bugs. Mistakes are more cuddly and expensive. Enjoy touching warm-blooded life form. I like the way you phrase that. I get excited to see maybe else to come out. I think as more people give them credit for, in my opinion, with most animals, you get what you put in. There's probably a lot of truth to that, isn't there? I wouldn't, speak. I'm not an animal expert myself, so. But kindness begets kindness makes sense to me. What the heck is this pattern? I need to turn down the sketch there. It's so hard to see things. Okay. I didn't want to write warm buddy, that sounded like a cop coming into a crime scene. No crime scene, small snakes, I'd love a big one maybe one day. Yes, I can say Phodian snakes are absolutely lovely. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. 5, 6, 7. See that one. Let's do this and then do a similar thing, though perhaps not. We'll probably turn down the opacity of it afterwards. Maybe we'll make it carbon. I like the idea of having a gradient as well on the entire dress. A lot fainter. It's kind of cute. Best viewers on stream, boo. Get out of here. Ah. We are the best viewers. So true. Right. Delete this message. Why is that not deleting? Excuse me? Why can I not delete this message? Oh, there we go. It's gone. If a world was ending, I'd want to be next to you. The best viewer has come. MSMX, hello. Now MSMX has slithered into the conversation. Wait. Show, did I? Yes, okay, I did delete right message. Whoa. Like, the delete message notification, like admin moderated notification, came way later than the actual deleted message. I thought I deleted someone else's message by accident. How your throat feel today, dear? It feels fine, I think. About average. Hay fever is not as rampant today, I think, but I feel like it's very much drying out a lot with the heat. No, you don't know Die With A Smile. I know of the song. I don't think I know how it goes off the top of my head. It's the Gaga and Bruno Mars one, isn't it? I think I'd probably recognise it if I heard it, but I don't think I could like conjure it up in my mind. I'm sorry to say. Okay, all of this, and then we had to put the veil on, annoyingly, a different layer. Does this make sense? Structurally? I think so, yes, so this is actually the front veil. Which, I don't know, I guess we'll keep painting with this brush. It should be on top of a line art. It should be even further. Why is there a refined layer here? All of my layers are out of whack. Okay. Would it go under? It would go under this. So probably it would be like that. Oh man. Okay, whatever. Let's run the edges first. Run the edges. Oh, I guess I was planning to put a fancy trim on this veil, looking at my sketch. I'm not going to do that. That seems like effort. We're keeping it simple. We're keeping it... I was going to say keeping it stupid. That doesn't really make sense here, but... Okay. What's going on? Loving this new marker pen I got on CSP. Ooh, one for Marketplace. Send me the link to it. I feel like I don't have many good marker pens. I remember having one of those big sticks in middle school wrapped around me. Pretty sure it wasn't poisonous. So weird, but I liked it. I mean, it's like a comforting hug, I assume. Oh man, like, for whatever reason on my screen, Frodian MSMX, your name colours are like almost identical. Which doesn't do well to my colour association. They feel nice and calming. My snakes are riffing, reminisce, but they don't really need to chew you on food for it to take effect. And then it's like I have a bee sting. I've been sick since like last week and it feels like more than he. Oh no. Hope you recover swiftly. Random 4 years. I'm not saying you should change or anything. I'm just saying when I'm looking at it, my immediate thing is just like a sea of green. And I'm like, whoa. Someone's sending a lot of messages. Yeah, I don't know why it's different on my side, right? But nonetheless. Is it similar to the on-screen? I think, yes. It's similar to the on-screen. The on-screen is just more a pastel version of it. That's what I see currently. Which is fine. You can absolutely do whatevs you like. Wait, no, hold on. Don't flip it. Oh man, that doesn't look right. Clean out these corners. What a nightmare. Okay, do this to make it easier. It's not corners well now I think about it. This is very much an edge. Okay, get that done, get that done. I don't know why that didn't delete. Okay, there we go. That should be fine. Do I want a veil to carry on even further around? Maybe. MSMX is a brownish red for me. It's very strange how none word is consistently blue for everyone. Very consistently teal. And then MSMX is just... well, red for everyone else, but apparently not for me. Why has it done this? Oh well. It is what it is. Sometimes life, that is the way life works. Okay, probably for front veil I'm not going to put on 80, I'll put on 60 or so. And then we've got to do a back veil, which will be a lot easier. If I use the right colour at least. So actually probably what I'll do, just copy that. Just continue it on. Extend it outwards. So anyways, maybe I'll do the texture, I just won't do the pattern. Actually, this brush is already kind of textured. I guess I can do that. Oh yeah, there you go. That's a fun way to do it. Who needs to draw the texture when it's built into the brush? Now look, this is a really long veil, so I'm actually going to shrink it down a bit here. Because I do want it to sort of stop behind D, I think. Okay, we do the front veil. Textured in a similar way. Beautiful. Okay, let's see. Do wish you could see profile picture icons. I could upload mine here to make it easier. Dear Blue is my favourite colour. You should get the Twitch pronouns extension. Nice, I like blue as well. Teal is my favourite colour. Teal is also very nice. Good colour to play Protoss. Good colour to play Protoss. Love that. You can then see everyone who uses it pronouns. Good idea. I was thinking if there's a way for the stream to change the colour, but that's better. I feel like the colour will be randomised, but clearly not if it's so consistent outside of me. Might be about colour blindness, red, green. I'll look into that, the extension thing. I thought extensions were all local. I didn't realise it was actually stream-based. So what am I going to do about the gradient? Okay, you know what? We'll put veil gradient. And actually, we'll do it like this. So it's going to look horrific for a while, everyone. You have to bear with. Because we basically need to make a gradient. Yeah, blue is probably a bit too... Stand it all up a bit. Veil, like this, turn down, opacity because it doesn't need to be as big. This one will have slightly higher, but not that much higher. Nice. The color will be randomized, but clearly not. I used to play Protoss. It will show in your chat. That's the extension. You just link your Twitch. I think the link probably got blocked, so you'll probably have to message it to me. Kind of makes sense, but isn't my dark red easier to differentiate from green because of a shade? Who knows? Okay, let's see. Let us put the body here. I'll put the outfit. And then I'll put, whoa, that's not a folder. POV. Person. Who's it going to be? I don't know. I think we'll do what we did for the old Animal Crossing thumbnail art, where we just made it a sort of greyish colour. I need to turn off a sketch layer. Sketch layer is going to ruin my mind looking at it. Oh, we haven't done makeup as well. And this part is also should not be coloured in. Is that the only part we shouldn't be coloured in? What is going on here? Oh, right, I see. How are we doing for time? Encroaching 2 hours. Okay, about expected. Considering I'm changing my pronouns recently on the fence. Adding he, him, need to try it. Somewhat unsure if it's a scarcity effect or if it fits. Oh, no harm in trying and then seeing if it works for you, if it doesn't. Only one way to find out, as they say. Probably would also do the rainbow suit here. But this one will apply the gradient. It's a bit strange to do it horizontally downwards suit, but I don't know how else we'll get all the colours in. Ooh. I think also probably I might give us a bit of a darker base layer. So a bit more to a off-white. I don't know, maybe we should go with just black here. That probably makes it stand out a bit more. And then we can turn down the gradient a bit more. Make it a bit more subtle. Okay, makeup. Oh, and tears. We haven't done the tears. Is it Euphoria? It's not She-Her. I originally wanted any, but I knew people would just pick She-Her though. I do like Bayvan, but I also think I might like him. Same extension, by the way, just looking for where I put the markers. Oh, I've not installed it. I wasn't going to do it now, but... Okay, let me look at this then. I was just going to do it for next time. Extension uses cache to reload loader servers. Sometimes that may mean some pronouns, including yours, won't show up in real time in most browsers. Need to do an OBS embedded chat. Okay, yes, I'm going to do this next time. I'm not doing this now. Do that is comfortable. Of course. I actually think I think rainbow might be too much for makeup, so I think we'll just do pink as a base and then we'll go from there. Because that will at least complete the rainbow, kind of. Do I do winged? Winged eyeshadow? Maybe we can do rainbow actually. I'm not sure we'll do it this strongly, but we'll see. I think I need to turn down the front veil opacity. It's a bit high. Yeah, let's turn this down a bit. Maybe to like 40. We'll have a nice rainbow. I think lips probably we'll just keep as red, and then maybe we'll do each of the nails in the different colours. I think it might be the best balance. Wonderful. Tears. This should all be in here. What is going on? My layers. What things would I change? I think I would change this accessory layer to also be white, because that gold is rather distracting. Same with that. Okay. Oh, I guess this person needs also a ring. I didn't think about that. Hold on. They would also probably need... Which round of rings traditionally go on? Left hand. Yeah? Left hand. How to pronounce it. I can't come to it. Thank you. I feel a lot of people are more certain than me, but I feel like this is not my name. Just had to try it. Some ways it's the only real way to know. It's just to see if it works. Oh right, yes, this person's clothes is going to be on here, isn't it? This person's finger's actually quite long now I'm looking at it, but whatever. I'm not... Actually, no, I guess I could quickly change it, couldn't I? Just sort of grab it and... shorten it ever so slightly. Okay. That should also be in there, and this is characters. My folder structure's out of control right now. Background. Get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of that. So the original idea was a stained glass background, wasn't it? Lots of people are unsure, especially in NB, could be wrong with. You know, talking about more binary trans people, because the people I know are binary trans. I know people change their identities, labels through their life too. I know non-binary people, but not really close friends or been there for anyone's transitions. It is a... Honestly, I think it's just a difficult thing to know, isn't it? Because I think it's one of the things, because it's not so frequently seen, it's going to be very difficult to judge how it is from others' experiences as commonly, which is a bit of a shame. I'm not sure what I'm going to do about this window though. I'll just cheat, I think, is the answer to that. Let's do, okay, if we do that as a wall, then we do a frame. Okay. I might start here. I don't know if I can get blockers. I don't want to be hairy. I mean, I imagine myself kind of imagine Claude always just with an androgynous figure. If only Animal Crossing Villager was true to real life. If only we could have character customization just like that, I suppose. Which I don't know if I want to do pure white with it, but we'll see what it looks like. So I think I might sort of blind everything. So probably what we're going to do is we'll do like a yellowy sort of colour. Actually bring back the palette maybe. Have a radial. Yeah, okay. Let's do that. Do that as a base then. Gradient. We love putting gradients into everything. Maybe it only makes sense around the edge. I'm gonna make a frame a bit darker. I think that basically gives the impression we want, eh? Got a Minecraft stuck my post office. Aww. Oh, community's so cute. Anymore. Sometimes I want to wear dresses there, but I can feel gender perception rating. And it's just like, do I do aesthetic or do I want it for me? Maybe both. It's hard to say. I like the gold. Gold. Golden threads. Oh, that's not a locked layer. Probably let's do even brighter. Oh, I should not have done this on the same layer. Oh well, I've committed now. If I make a mistake, well, that's going to be bad. So I guess solution to that is just don't make a mistake. Just keep it simple. Have a bit of a gradient out here, maybe. Maybe a bit of a shadow. casting down, but not too much. Probably we want glare from the window as well. Which have a sort of bright white, which comes across in lightening? Not sure. And then we can do a lens flare, I think. I say doing all of this before I've even shaded any of it. I don't like that. Let's do it like this instead, I think. Oh, no, wait, I need to do it backwards, don't I? Purple. Blue. Green. Yellow. Orange. Red. Purple. Blue. Green. A bit of a gap over yellow. Orange. Red. This needs to this would be both in front and behind the characters, weirdly. That's gonna be a pain. We'll do it like that. Have it shaded behind a veil, and then just another flare behind. This one will just do in white. Probably now then we turn up the veil opacity because you can't see as much anymore. It's a very bright artwork I've done here, which I don't know if that's good or bad necessarily. Probably what we should do is maybe we should just turn. Let's make the background a tiny bit darker. I think we can make it bright up here, but I don't want to make the entire thing too overly bright, otherwise we won't be able to see anything. So do it like this, and then we'll do it like rays coming out. It's probably the best way to do it. What's this? Oh, it's about manga. Watched the OG Little Mermaid last night. Ah, cute. Watch me learn very Disney-like. Part of your world had a lot of reprises, I guess. That's when she says part of your world instead of that world. How am I going to shade this? It's going to be all backlighting. That seems quite difficult. Okay. Let us at least put the veils out on a separate layer from the characters. And then we'll just do shading all at once, I think. Probably quite light shading, otherwise it's going to be quite difficult, I think. Okay. So, rule number 1, cheat on the eyes. Rule number 2. Oh, dappled light is going to be an absolute nightmare to probably do, so we just sort of scatter the light about. I feel like I want to do soft shading, but now look at it. Okay, let's do soft shading. Okay, keep going. How are we doing for time? 2:20. Okay. This is very weird shading. Okay. Man, have you considered a transmask anthem? I feel like reflections transfer rep. I mean, I agree with that. Very empowering to win too. Generals, of course. You can see it through a transmask. Yeah, that's true as well. Oh my gosh. I thought I'd say behind him chat. Sylvia G in a live action, but mostly only remember the live one. I hate remakes, struggles of course. I think there's no songs in it like why. Yeah, the live action was going for a rather different concept in the end. So more akin to a martial arts movie, I think, rather than an actual Disney movie. And I also believe Mulan had like superpowers or something in the live action. That's what I've heard. Yeah, I haven't even seen it. Yeah, the Lilo and Stitch one I've heard has not been good. I'm not sure many of them, or many of the live actions, have been that well received. I don't even think which ones even have. Beauty and the Beast, I think, was okay. Can't remember any of the others, to be honest. Okay. Oh, I didn't shade this. Or unshade this, if anything. Probably, if anything, we want to do the opposite, don't we? No, we probably want to layer mask it. Wait, am I doing it backwards? I might be doing it backwards. It needs to become... Oh god, what? Wait, how does it... Does it become... I need to like look at a picture of a veil now. I'm being very confused. I have a material fault. Okay, so where it bunches up is where it's darker. Okay. Yes, that makes sense. So I was doing it right first time. Back veil. Okay, so it's bunched up here. So it's not bunched up here. So it bunched up there. So it's not bunched up there. It's bunched up there, so it's not bunched up here. Bunched up there, so it's not bunched up here. Okay. Yeah, keep it simple. We don't need to do anything overly complicated, I don't think. For veil, as long as we get the idea of it across, that's kind of the important part. Probably what I will do is I will do a veil highlight layer, specifically for the veil. To sort of accept. Oh, what happened over here? That's wrong there. Just to accentuate a bright colour here of a bright light. Maybe a paler one. Here. Because this will give some nice structure to the veil. And give it some folds and variation. Sort of naturally and unnaturally bundle. Yes, I guess I should do these ones in a different layout. Here, delete, okay. Bright streak there. There, bright streak here. Probably continue the bright streak on this side. gosh, I missed so much of this. Okay, shadow, and we'll do a darker shadow. Probably I want to also not make it that blue, but something a bit more blue. And then here we'll do it as purple. Probably we also need to erase the crystals colours. Okay, almost there. This part will probably be darker shadow. By nature where it is. Choose darker shadow here just to give a bit of texture. Everything here, but then erase it away as it creeps upwards. So we don't want too much. Tiny bit of shadow here just to add a bit of texture. Otherwise it will look a bit flat. Shadows over flowers. I'm being lazy, so I'm not going to do it properly. Shadow underneath the flowers you can't even see, doesn't really matter. Okay, nice. I want it to mix, but I don't want it to mix that harshly. Okay, that's good. Front veil, let's turn you down a bit more. I think it's too much once again. Oh my gosh, what have I missed? People who love Frozen love Encanto. DeerDarling, can you confirm? I think so. I think I definitely prefer Encanto to Frozen, and I like Frozen mainly because of the songs, more than anything. But Encanto, I think I love him more as a whole. Both are just song films. No, both are musical films, yes. I very much agree with that. But I like musicals, so I think that's probably not too surprising. Okay, let's put room light. Too harsh room light. As long as I'm even okay. I see, but there are definitely Animal Crossing on Encanto. I don't think goes for Frozen. I think the thing I spoke most about in Encanto was I actually quite liked the character designs, for how they portrayed the superpowers in the motifs of the clothing they wore. Which one you like more, Frozen 1 or Frozen 2? That's an interesting question. I think probably the songs I like more in Frozen 1. I think the plot was a bit better in Frozen 2, although it was, I guess, mild spoilers that Disney refused to have consequences for things happening. I think one in the mood to listen to some Hairspray, I don't know. I feel like the songs didn't have oomph in Encanto. I think it's also interesting you say that as well, because I have a friend, she really likes musicals as well, and she didn't hate Encanto either, but she also has like a similar opinion where she's like, like, because she loves musicals, and I would assume it depends what sort of musicals, you know, because she loves a lot more of the traditional things like Cats and Phantom of the Opera style musicals, so. But I guess it's because, I mean, it might be a correlation of if you even like Lin-Manuel's style of musicals, because it is definitely a different take compared to much more sort of traditional ones, which can be kind of hit or miss. So I don't know. I guess, do you like Hamilton's soundtrack? So I wouldn't be surprised that you wouldn't like Hamilton's if you didn't like Encanto's. Yeah, Lin-Manuel Miranda on both Hamilton and Encanto. So it's certainly different. It is certainly a big, okay, maybe not like massive change up, but it is definitely different from the traditional style of musical songs, I would say. Because there's not really any songs, I would say, which fit that sort of like aria vibe in Encanto. And Lin-Manuel has a much stronger focus on like his I don't want to say lyricism, because it's not like just lyricism, it's more like the rhythm of a lyricism he has, which is hit or miss for a lot of people, I think. I mean, that's why he has a very sort of like that style, mimical style of like the robotics of a botanist, everybody's talking about this. It's very Lin-Manuel, and if you don't like that, then I think that's a big portion of that style that he writes in, which doesn't click for you, which is totally fair. Like, I'm not saying it should have to click with you. Like, everyone was quoting a Bruno song, but I didn't find it so catchy. That's fair. Got tickets, Hampton, we'll see what you think. Okay, fair enough. Purposely not listened. Okay, yeah, it could be enlightening. Who knows? Her head still looks really big in this, but it's a bit late now because I've rendered the entire thing. I mean, I guess we could liquefy, but still. Hold on, liquefy, or you save me. Nah, I'm not going to worry about it too much. I almost like his style more in practice than in execution. You're the only one I heard bring up songs from Frozen 2. I almost expect you to say that had better music. I don't know. Because Show Yourself and Into the Unknown are both really good, but I also can't remember any other songs from Frozen 2, which is probably more indicative. Because while I think Frozen 1 songs are, I'm not going to say saccharine necessarily, but perhaps more along that line, they feel much more traditionally Disney. I feel like a lot of them are quite feel like classic, like Let It Go, Love Is an Open Door, are ones which they feel like sort of like the epitome or kind of like Disney songs in a way, or like maybe modern Disney. What else is even in Frozen 2? Oh, I did like the next right thing. It's not a song which I'm just like, I liked it more for its place in the plot maybe than as an actual song. What else do they even have? I can't remember any of the first 2 songs. Like they had, like Anna and Olaf had like a duet, but I don't remember what it is. Oh, Kristoff also had the power ballad. To be fair, I think a lot of people like that, but I also think maybe I was the wrong generation, so it didn't like resonate with me as much. Show yourself, I'm dying to meet you. Grow yourself into something new. Something like that, right? You are the one I've been waiting for all of my life. Obviously we've got to put a bit of a sparkle on the crystals. This is my sparkle? This is my sparkle. Oh, that's a wrong sparkle. What's my very thin sparkle? Is it in a different... doesn't do it on my thing. Oh, whatever. I'm using this brush again, man. Sparkles and twinkle. Dust. Well, probably put this on a background layer instead of a foreground layer, huh? And then turn it down because that is too much. I think probably we want lower brush density. You know what I think I'll do is I think I'll probably blur this a bit. I'll probably help soften it. And then we can start erasing more towards the outsides. Maybe we could put some beams in. I got maybe an added glow as well. Nothing is appearing. It's because I'm drawing in a colorless color. Maybe we'll do it like this actually. That's obviously too bright, so we're not going to stick with that, but okay. Then we grab everything, not in the line art layer, put it above. Everything, merge selected layers, filter blur, Gaussian blur. Let's put it quite high actually, on at 60 maybe. So we get the cell shade color bleed. We might actually add glow to it because I think that makes it look a bit nicer. Maybe that's probably too bright. Okay. I'll make a man out of you Hawaiian roller coaster ride. That's quite a lot. Twitch formatted that terribly. I don't think Twitch can even do line breaks properly. Puppy Wild. Puppy Wild is a really great sort of, like showstopper style song. Which tend to be the ones I think I gravitate more towards for Disney. Hello, creepy arrows faces in there, but great animation it. You're welcome, got a dream, mother knows best. General music has been hotels going to be more iconic for me, to be honest, being in fandom. I think that makes more sense. That's something that transcends even the song itself. It's more to do, the story around the song, I think, is just as important as the actual song. Post to show yourself lyrics in Discord. On Ultra Media. Oh, I didn't mean for myself. I meant for MSMX. But I think it's fair. If I find Has-Been Hotels more iconic. How much shows do I even remember without the lyrics? How does it start? I feel like I know Into the Unknown a lot better than I know Show Yourself. It probably starts with a Dear Siri motif, right? Oh, I can only think of Into the Unknown now. Okay, maybe I do need to look at Show Yourself. Oh, messages. Because I think we're basically done with this. I only need to do like small overlay corrections. I really don't remember. I looked at the first verse and I was like, I do not remember how this goes. Every inch of me is trembling, but not from the cold. No, that's just Into the Unknown. Since we had like a friend I've always known, I'm arriving and it feels like I'm home. I've always been a fortress, called secrets deep inside. You have secrets too, but you don't have to hide. No, I'm literally just doing Into the Unknown song. Show yourself, I'm dying to meet you. Show yourself, it's your turn. Are you? Why has my phone got so many notifications? I'm gonna ignore those messages for now. Sorry. I just got like a swarm of phone notification. I was looking at it and I was like, ignore that. It's a weekend. Yes. You're one I've been looking for all of my life. Show yourself, I'm ready to learn. I think it sounds like that, right? And it goes like, I have always been so different, normal rules did not apply. I really can't remember how this song goes. Where the north wind meets the sea. Oh yeah, I remember that part. There's a river full of memories. Come, my darling, I am found. Show yourself, step into your power. The lyrics are hard to get a lot from. Elsa and Choir, you Apologies. I generally don't remember Show Yourself well enough to sing it. Into the Unknown I think I could do, but Show Yourself I can't remember. How does Into the Unknown sound? I can hear you, but I won't. Some look for trouble while others don't. There's 1,000 reasons that I caught my hair on my microphone. Oh my gosh. I should go about my day and ignore your questions. Something and look the other way. Oh, oh, wow. Oh my gosh. Oh. Well, that looks scary. I'm not sure what effect I want to put on. Should we try this one? Maybe that's probably less obtrusive. Ooh, that's quite nice actually. How does the next part go? Da 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 da. Sorry, secret siren, but I'm blocking out your cause. I've had my adventure. I'm there for something new. I'm afraid of what I'm risking if I follow you into the unknown. Into the unknown. And my high part. Into the unknown. I don't think I could do that without falsetto. Into the unknown. No, I don't think I could do that in head voice. Why is it so jagged? This text smooth out. Into the unknown. Maybe we're more warm up, and maybe when I'm not sitting down. It's definitely, I don't think, a consistent one for me to hit. Or maybe if I build up to it. Wait, hold on, maybe it's that build up part. How does it go? Where are you going? Don't leave me alone. How can I follow you? Can I do my head voice? You. That kind of hurts. Very strained. Into the unknown. Something like that. Reading messages. Likewise, smoother melodies regardless. Unfortunately, I don't have quite the range that Adina Menzel has. Which does make it, I would say, a little bit more difficult to hit those notes. Let's do a soft rainbow, I think, here. You ain't hit this falsetto before. If I try really hard, I could try doing that in the whistle register. I don't know if I can do it right now, but not consistently. Not today, it seems. Oh, you sent me the lyrics, okay. So no blueprints today. We'll have to see how much time I have next month to actually stream things. Oh, you're not a voice, you're just a ringing in my ear, that was it. And if I heard you, which I don't, I'm spoken for, I fear. Everyone I ever loved is here within these walls. I'm sorry, secret siren, but I'm blocking out your cause. That's it. You distract me so many good things. Are you someone I've always learned a bit mad at you? No, deep down I'm not where I'm meant to be. Every day is a little harder, so I feel my power grow. Don't you know there's part of me that longs to go? Oh, that was much more controlled than I thought. Thank you. Not bad for someone about training for it, I think. Yeah. That's kind of it, I suppose. Drawing stream, we've caught up. It's quite a cute thumbnail art. Which I even missed out on what these emotes are. What is this? Nowsy sleeper? Probably taking a nap. I don't even know what this is. Pants. Oh, I see it now. It's like a little angry, like, imp. Which I don't. But back up. Okay, there we go. Let's just render out these full versions. I think this one definitely feels a bit more rushed than some of the previous thumbnail arts. I think I'm surprised at how this is probably not 10% size. This is definitely the one which I think got the biggest increase in vibe from adding the gradient map, which is crazy. There you go. Ain't posting a lot of dinner emotes. Hard to work with. I don't even know who dinner is. London Women's Only Soccer Club. What? Oh, Supper Club. I misread that. I have a feeling that's not what that is. Didn't see the rainbow gradient. It's not quite rainbow. It's a sort of warm sunset gradient. I don't know. I think it made it feel a lot more romantic. Yes. Is there anything else for me to add? I don't think so. You know, let's update the title screen. Get it all and ready. As we throw to it. Whoa, look at that. Who knows how often we'll see that? Next month. Stream dependent. Oh my word. I'm slowly boiling with a summer heat, but I think we're chilling. My word. I feel like every time I look at Twitch emotes, I just look at it and be like, I can't comprehend what's going on. They're too small for me to evaluate. Or maybe it's just like I'm not used to parsing what they look like. I'm looking at this one. I don't even know what this is. Feral. Oh, I see. He's like shaking his head back and forth. Okay. But yes, let's round the stream off here, everyone, shall we? So I feel like I'm becoming very lethargic, I think, with the heat. So, if you have been watching, everyone, thank you very much. Hope we can see each other again next stream, whenever it will be. I don't really know. We'll have to figure it out. So until next time, everyone. Bye bye for now, and happy June. Stop streaming. Thank you all for coming. Should I try and hit that? I know. Okay, hold on. Well, I don't remember which high note I was doing. Into the unknown. Into the unknown. Into the unknown. Into the unknown. Don't leave me alone. How can I follow you into the unknown? I think I just sang it down in tone. No, that wasn't what I was doing. It was I can't remember how it goes. I'm afraid of what I'm risking if I follow you into the unknown. Into the unknown. Into the unknown. I did not feel stable, but good enough. Anyway, farewell for now, everyone.